Hello everyone. So our today's topic is totally based on the digestive system organs. So we had already started our two organs, that the mouth and the teeth. Now it's time to understand about the tongue. Tongue is basically a muscular organ present in the buccal cavity where the teeth are also located and the salivary glands are also located. So the purpose or the function of the tongue is to mix the food with saliva during chewing, and it also sometimes aid in helps or basically it also helps in the swelling of the food. Now, how we can understand or how we do taste the food we eat? So we are able to taste the food the we eat with the help of our tongue, and the tongue has a large number of taste buds. Taste buds are basically the various such as the bitter, sour, salt and sweet. So starting with the topic, that the different region of the tongue are also shown the taste bud, as in the given figure you can also find here that this portion of the tongue determines the bitterness of the food. This cider region or the right side is basically determines the sour food. This is papillae. Papillae is basically a medium or the base for the food where the swelling of the food also occurs, or we can also say there the food slays down here. And this frontier region is basically for the identification of the salty food, and in the front of this tongue there is a sweet taste bud which indicates the sweetness of any food. Now, how we can understand or how we can judge the taste that are present on the food? So this is also can understand by the activity or by taking a sample of different types of solutions such as the sugar solution, such as salt solution, or lemon juice, or a paste of a neem leaf. So four different types of flavor we have added in this experiment. Now if you have any of the friend, ask him to add or ask him to take a clean toothpick and give different sample on the different areas of the tongue. This types of toothpick should be first dipped in these types of food which contains the bitterness, sourness, saltiness and sweetness. So after finding that, ask your friend to identify the areas of the tongue in which he feels sweet, salty, sour or the bitter. By this you can identify the the taste bud that is present in the food, or that is identified by the tongue using the taste bud. So an interesting fact is also there that our mouth warms or cools the food according to the need of the body. Now you should think that we can feel different types of taste. So how is it is possible? So this is possible due to the salivary glands. These salivary glands are basically apart from the tongue and the teeth, and these are also present in the buccal cavity and also has salivary glands. Also has a salivary glands. The function of this salivary gland is basically to secrete the saliva, and this saliva helps the food to swallow inside the esophagus to the stomach. Now the function of the saliva or the salivary gland is the enzymes are present in the saliva, we all know that, and these salivas break down the or digest the starch that is present in the food that we eat, and by this process the saliva helps the food to get swallowed down during the process of chewing. Now we will understand about the pharynx. So this pharynx is basically an organ or a little part that is present inside our neck region. So the pharynx is basically a common passageway for the food and the air. So here both things are involved. For the food, that is the passage of the food and the passage of the air. That means the food will be get into the stomach through the esophagus, that is the food pipe, and the air will get inside the lungs through the trachea. So the pharynx is basically an organ. When we are eating the food, the air pipe or the trachea will be closed by this pharynx, and when we are not eating, so our breathing is also continued by the process or by the help of this trachea tube that transfer our oxygen to the lungs. Now from this pharynx the food get passed to the esophagus. So if you are not knowing about the esophagus, it is an organ or a food pipe which run along the neck and the chest, and the walls of these food pipes move to push the food down into the stomach. So this was about the tongue, salivary glands and the pharynx. Now in the next video we will understand about the process by why or by how digestion in the mouth occurs or happens. So till then, thanks for watching.